Hi, Johnny at Bricks and Mortar here. That's us coming up to the start of December, so what I wanted to do was to drop you a newsletter, and I think what we're going to end up doing is probably doing these newsletters on a monthly basis. I'm not going to send the newsletters out, I'm not going to email you them. What I'm going to do is just send you a video. I think there's so much now that is going out through video that I think is probably a better way to interact with all of our clients. And what I want to do in this short video is tell you a little bit about what happened this year right up until December. It's been, as you can probably understand, a bit of a roller coaster. There's no doubt about that. So I'll tell you a little bit about that in this video. I'll also tell you about where I think the market is going to be going in the coming year, and also the update with regards to mortgages, which no doubt you'll be very interested in. So here we go. So we started the year looking to increase revenue and also increase the body count. We haven't really increased revenue because of the pandemic, but we certainly have increased the body count. We've brought on Amy McCafferty. She's joined us in October. We had about 200 applications. We interviewed about 17, but Amy was just the absolute standout candidate. And really, she's demonstrated her abilities. She has not come from a mortgage background, but certainly super smart kid, and is doing really well, and we've got real high hopes for her moving forward. What that's allowed us to do within the firm is allowed Catherine Letford, who was the paraplanner and my admin, that's allowed her to go into an advising role. Catherine has already got 6 years experience as far as an advisor is concerned, so she's been with the firm for 2 years, and really initially she was the absolute rock as far as I was concerned. I could bounce off so many ideas, and she was just wonderful to be able to give me advice. So great to see that we've got Catherine on board as far as the advising is concerned. Of those of you who've been dealing with us over the last couple of months, you'll have got to know Catherine, and I'm sure that she will flourish in her new role. Amy is going to be sitting her mortgage exams over the next 6 months, so hopefully over time we'll see her move forward in her career as well. But we're really encouraged by the last 3 months of this year, and hopefully depends, I guess, upon what the market's going to be doing, and I'll cover that off later on in the video, but really encouraged with the last 3 months as to where we've got the systems in place, we've got the processes in place, and really looking to move forward and hit the ground running in January. Right, so that's us about to hit December, and I'm already feeling that there is a softening in the market. Now, this could be a number of things. To a certain extent, it will probably be to do with the fact that we're hitting Christmas, and generally there is a slide down to January, and then things start beginning to pick up. But I'm just beginning to see this maybe a little bit of a malaise as far as the market is concerned. There just doesn't seem to be that pent up demand that there was in August and September. And again, it may well just be seasonal. It is going to be very interesting to see what happens in Q1. I'm going to talk about mortgages a little bit later on, and about what I think lenders are going to happen. But I think as far as the market is concerned, I think Q1 you're going to see an equalization between buyers and sellers, and in many respects I think what you'll find is that there might be too many properties on the market and not enough buyers. Given the impending economic gloom, Brexit happening, and the possibilities of referendums, etc., I think the economy is going to stagnate, and as with the market as a whole, what tends to happen is that the economic uncertainties tend to bleed through into the market, and we work on the market as the economy. So yeah, Q1 I think is going to be interesting. I have been finding certainly a softening in the market. We've picked up a couple of properties under home report value. Yes, there were specific circumstances, but as I always say to my clients, there will always be bargains out there. It's just that in a frothy market, you're probably going to have to kiss a few more frogs. So I think if you're in the market, keep in the market, but be aware that if you're a first-time buyer, make sure that you don't end up paying too much for the property. It's absolutely vital, because as you move up the property food chain, then the profit that you're going to make is the money that you're going to put towards your deposit for the next property. So it's vital that you don't pay too much for your property at the moment. Q1's going to be interesting. I think, as I say, a softening of the market is going to be better for first-time buyers, first home funds coming back. Let's see where it goes. Right, let's talk mortgages. I think it's going to be harder to get mortgages. I think that the lenders are already, you're seeing that they're identifying whether or not you are working within an industry that is going to be dependent upon the pandemic. So if your company that you work for, or you have a company that is struggling because of the pandemic, then I think it's going to be difficult. And the main reason is that for those who are self-employed and those who are directors taking a dividend and a small salary, then previously lenders looked for tax returns, tax calculations, and what they would look for is the last year's most up-to-date tax calculations. Now these can be 12 months old. So if you take us back 12 months, it was pre-pandemic, the lenders were lending on the basis of that. So that's a danger for the lenders, and the lenders have started to take recognition of that. So what they're asking for now is the last 3 months bank business accounts. Now, previously they never ever asked for that, and we've started to see lenders look for those. So I'm thinking that there will be more scrutiny by the lenders in the next 12 months. The other thing I'm seeing for buy to let is that they're wanting you as an investor to ensure that you're going to cover at least 3 months of the mortgage. So you have to show within your bank account 3 months of the mortgage payments, and we're having to demonstrate that right at the start of the application. It's only started this week, and I think once one lender jumps, then you'll find that everybody else will be on the bandwagon there. So I think moving forward Q1, I still think the rates are going to be pretty competitive. They've always been pretty competitive. There has been certainly a movement upwards, I think, because of the pandemic, but certainly there's still some good rates there at 85%. You really need to get that 85% loan to value, get that 15% deposit, because at 90% there's so little there at the moment and it's expensive lending. So try and get your 15%. Obviously for your buy to lets you need to get a 25%. We'll swing back round in January and give you another update as far as the market's concerned. Right, that's it. That was the first newsletter. I hope you found it of interest. I think we'll probably keep going with that as far as a market appraisal on a monthly basis. We'll also do what's happening with the mortgage market. We'll give you a little bit of an insight as to where we're going with the business on a monthly basis. And we'll probably start giving you some tips and tricks just to see if we can continue to give you added value. If there's anything you want me to discuss, then please make sure that you email me. More than happy to discuss whatever you want me to do. Delighted to do that. One thing I would ask you to do, can you follow us on Instagram? It's the only thing I want you to do is if you could follow us on Instagram, that would be really appreciated. We've got up to 100 followers. I'm really wanting by the end of 2021 to see if we can get to 500 followers, and you would be, it would be great if you could help us achieve that. So listen, I'm going to sign off. It's Johnny at Bricks and Mortar. I've got a strap line. Pick up the phone, call Johnny, start packing.